Okay, let me try to fix this sound 1 second. Let me see. Y'all let me know in the chat. Can y'all hear me? Okay, y'all can hear? Okay, good. Okay. Hey, everybody in the chat. How y'all doing? Okay, I'm glad everybody can hear me. I think I'm just having trouble with this laptop and the connection. But we're going to do a quick live. Y'all already know. Had to pop in real quick, give y'all some updates as far as the case with Scholt in Zen Gardens. Hey, everybody. Please hit the like button on your way in. So, y'all, where do we start? Okay, good. Everybody can hear. So we're just going to go over this quick update about apparently what happened between Scholt, which is Marsau and Letitia Scott business, in the lawsuit they filed against Zen Gardens. Now, we already know, and we went over in a previous video on my channel, that the case had been dismissed as of last month. And this was the dismissal document. And then we learned through another YouTuber who actually broke this. I believe it was Miss Hannah Grace who first covered that the cash bond that was being held, and it was for the amount of $804,000. Yeah, it was over 800K. And it was being held in a cash bond because Marsau, who owns Scholt, filed a lien against Zen Gardens, and they put that in a cash bond, and it was released to them last month when the case was dismissed. So here is the new document that was actually entered and available today. And it is the waiver of that lien that was released to Zen Gardens. So we're just going to go ahead, read this really quick like. So y'all can see the document. I hope y'all can see it. I got to make it a little bigger so we can read it. Yes, hello everybody in the chat. So we're just going to read this document and see that Scholt actually signed it. So it says waiver of lien. It was recorded September 4th, 2024 in the deed book of Madison County. And it says Scholt Industries for and in consideration of the payment of $10 and other good and valuable consideration paid by Zen Gardens LLC, the receipt and sufficiency of which is hereby acknowledged and does hereby waive and release its lien rights, and hereby declare said lien satisfied with respect to the project located on Slaughter Road. That's where they completed the project for, well, they didn't complete it, allegedly. Zen Gardens had to bring some more people in to complete it, but that was the project that Marsau was hired to do. They give you the address for that, and it says Scholt has been paid in full for all amounts due for materials furnished and work and or services performed on the above project and does hereby waive, release, and surrender any and all lien or claims or rights of lien for labor, services, and or material furnished by the undersigned upon for this project. Acceptance of final payment constitutes a release of all liens and claims by Scholt arising out of its work on the project. In witness herefore, Scholt has caused this statement to be executed in the name of its in the name of its corporate seal to be hereunto affixed and attested on the 20th day of August 2024. And we see that Marsau Scott signed it, and he is listed as the president of Scholt. So we see they have relinquished their rights to the lien. Now, I have some questions about that because they came to an agreement to dismiss the case. And it said that Scholt had been paid in full, but that 800K bond that Scholt was initially seeking and why they filed the lawsuit, it was released to Zen Gardens. So it's basically up in the air on what exactly did Marsau and Letitia walk away from this lawsuit with. What do y'all think? Let me know down in the chat. Because they may have walked away with something, but I don't believe, in my opinion, they walked away with the amount they were setting out to get and thought they were going to gain from this lawsuit. So, Betty Boop, you said you believe they walked away with nothing. Cinnamon Swirl says she believes they walked away with nothing. Lulu Bell, nothing. T Talk with your girl. Hey, how you doing? She says, hello, T from TV and chat. Nice to catch one of your lives. Yes, thank you for joining the live. T Talk with your girl. I appreciate it very much. So, yeah, guys, I don't know. Because y'all know when Marsau was in the pool, he was trying to make it seem like they walked away with something. But he didn't want Tisha to go into detail or to really talk about it. And we already know how Marsau likes to big himself up, and he likes to make people think that his life is going better than what it actually is. So we'll never get a straight answer from Marsau. He's fine with everyone thinking he won the lawsuit. I heard that Wanda said something about all they do is win. And then she followed up and said, I don't know if they won or not, but all we do is win. So, they're going to, of course, spread the narrative that they walked away with a win. But I don't think that's the case, in my opinion, because I don't believe that Zen Gardens wanted to give them that 800K, because if they did, why go to court? They've been fighting this case for 2 years. And from going over it with other content creators, it sounded like Zen Gardens had a pretty good case. I don't think that it was Zen Gardens that was really pushing to settle this case. So I don't think Marsau and them really walked away with what they thought they were going to. Who said that? What's up? What's up? Hey, who said that? How you doing? Hello, everybody. Yes, y'all are speaking in the chat. Hello, PBE. I believe they walked away without paying the 800K versus the 5 mil. So you think that they went ahead and settled, and instead of them having to pay that 5 mil, they agreed to just let that 800K go. Is that what you're saying, PBE? Marsau line. I read they had to pay Zen. Okay, yeah, we're still waiting for documents to come out. This document was made ready today, and I was like, okay, so they signed the waiver. The 800K has been released to Zen Gardens. So what could Marsau possibly be trying to insinuate that he got from the lawsuit? Because even if he got some type of funds, I thought he still had to pay the subcontractors and everyone that actually did the work up under him. So I thought he was suing, for the money to pay the other contractors and the subcontractors. So I was just a little confused. I know this probably just going to be up in the air because whatever the settlement agreement was, if there was one, it's probably going to be confidential. DG said it could have been settled for a smaller amount, but the property was just being held basically in escrow. Yeah. Yeah, we know it was being held. I do think if they did walk away with anything, it was much smaller than that 800K. PBE says, I was just in a case that was dismissed and I was awarded my fee/judgment. Okay. Marsau Scholt sued for the 800K for unpaid wages/contract. Zen Connor sued for the 5 million. Yes. Yeah. Marsau initiated the lawsuit, and I believe he was originally asking for that 800K. And then the 5 million came into play when, you're right, Zen countersued him back, and I think they listed fraud amongst other things in their case. And like I said, I believe Zen Gardens had a pretty good case. So I don't think they just gave him that 800K that he was initially seeking. The case was dismissed against Zen, and Zen was awarded their countersuit. So PBE, you're saying that Zen was allegedly awarded their 5 million? Sorry for the typos. Oh no, I already know. When we typing fast in this chat, it's no problem with the typos. We know what you mean. I agree. Nothing except their empty wallets. Yeah, I don't think they walked away with much, if they walked away with anything. I think they were the ones, in my opinion, pushing to settle, because I think Zen was ready to fight and ready to drag this out for however long they needed to. Because if that was the case, if they were going to just pay him the 800K, they would have did that off bat. Why even go to court and fight it for this long? So yeah, I think the Scots were the one pushing to settle, and I don't think they walked away with what they thought they were. Yes, hey everyone in the chat. That is what I think happened. I think Tisha called it a win, so they wouldn't lose land/black. Yes, because that was in the contract. They actually used black for collateral. And so I think them having black up for grabs too was sort of type kind of their motive to go ahead and settle too, because not only would they lose $5 million, but they would lose black. So in my opinion, yeah, they probably were just happy to walk away with not having to pay all that money and being able to keep their business, if that's what they were allowed to do. So Scholt has lost their good name and standing as a good business. We gonna see. Someone had already said they may have been operating under another name. They changed the name of the business. Who said that? If it was a walk away, I think it's 5 million. During pandemic, companies closed/shut down. Some businesses merged together and nothing was able to be verified, allegedly, in my opinion. That's true too. Some businesses did close down. Hey CC, how you doing? How everybody doing? So yeah, guys, they signed the waiver. The funds that were released to Zen Gardens, just over 800K, and they released it on August 26th to Zen Gardens. The case was dismissed, and Scholt signed the waiver. And it's so interesting to me that Tisha just sits back and let Marsau do all this in regards to their business that she's supposed to be majority owner of. So, y'all, that was the update for the Scholt case. They signed the lien. We'll keep an eye out to see if something else pops up, but that may be all she wrote in regards to the case. We already know that the Scotts are going to try to play themselves up. They're not going to speak on what really happened and what, if anything, they actually got. Hey, Braylon, how are you? Thank you for joining. Everybody, Braylon is a content creator as well. Y'all go show his channel some love if y'all haven't already. DG said the property already belonged to Zen Gardens. It was being held as collateral and escrow for the suit. Yeah, the money, the 800K was, I believe, was already belonging to Zen Gardens. And it was a lien that the Scotts placed against Zen Garden for unpaid wages, they claimed. And so now that the case has been dismissed, that cash bond was released to Zen Gardens, and the Scotts have signed the waiver releasing Zen Gardens from that lien. And they state that they were paid in full. So does that mean they were paid something? Possibly. Do I think it was that 800K that Marsau was initially going after? No, not in my opinion. So basically, they paid to walk away with 800K. Maybe. Yes, ma'am. I think the dismissal would be the $5 million. Hello, Brayden. Yeah, guys. So we're just gonna have to wait to see. The Scotts ain't gonna say too much. We probably won't get any more information, but I guess both of the parties were happy with the ending. And so the next quick thing I wanted to talk about, y'all, was y'all know Tisha and Destiny are trying to prove they're friends. So I wanted to just watch this clip because what Tisha is saying is she basically don't want no smoke at this upcoming reunion.
Did you get what?
I need to give me a Chanel bag. I deserve one after this season. This is a hard season.
So Tisha says she deserves a Chanel bag after this season because it's been a hard season. Tisha, didn't your anniversary just pass by? Why couldn't you let your husband know that you wanted a Chanel bag? Like, you just had a whole anniversary. Y'all been married for over 20 semi years, and you talking about you deserve a Chanel because of the season you completed. You should have told your husband to get you one for your anniversary present. Y'all millionaires. That shouldn't be nothing to y'all.
Cheers to love and rich.
You didn't be buying me a bag, bitch. I had the roughest season, okay?
Yeah, it's gonna be chill this year. I can't wait. Y'all gonna see me at the ring and be like, ooh, get them, girl.
Somebody gonna come for you.
Ain't nobody coming for me.
Oh, look. Mm-hmm. So where we going to get this bag from? Are we going to Coco?
For 4 reunions, I had to fight and argue with people, but
all my life I had to fight.
I'm chilling.
So she think now that she said that, somebody coming for her.
Sick of me.
Now that she said that, somebody coming for her. I say what now? I say what now?
So Tisha up there talking about she didn't had to fight for all these seasons at the reunion. Girl, y'all ain't brought nothing to this season. So you also want to just sit back and bring nothing to the reunion? Like, I'm confused. Tisha should get that part missing from the top of her stove before she get a purse. Child. She should definitely get her husband, whom is the contractor of the family, to get that job complete. Yeah, you right, PBE, you right, cause child, that the ghetto. Dusty Dan always begging, yeah, slyway, dryway, begging for a purse. Talking about, I'm the one who deserve a purse. Girl, bye. You better get them 20 bands up for LeBarrett, cause her time winding down. She got what, y'all, like a week, if that. If that. Braylon said lies. Yeah. Tisha don't want to do nothing. She know this reunion, Sonny and Mel gonna be on their head. And Destiny needs to go run LeBaric his money. She sure do. Why they talking about Coco Chanel? I don't think either one of them got Coco Chanel money, in my opinion. Bye, Stinky Stink Letitia. Y'all are funny. Martell coming for her. Man, nobody coming for Dusty. She better get them 20 bands up while she's sticking up under Letitia, because I don't think Letitia is the right person to be sticking up under when you owe some money. We see how they like to let their debt and stuff go and unhandled, and they bills and everything allegedly unpaid. That's you hanging around the wrong people when you got some money to be paying. My dad coming for. Yeah, y'all. They talking about some Chanel. They keep talking about Slaw and Ted got married. The gag is, why would we care? Yeah, I definitely wouldn't care. I don't see Martell doing that, because if he wanted to do that, he would have done it by now. He's been a single man for how long? And she been around for how long? He would have definitely married her already. But if he did, good luck to him. Who cares? Stormy says she loving people from a distance. Wonder if she talking about Dusty. Possibly. She probably tired of her already too, because I'm sure Dusty been hitting her up for some of that TikTok money. Martell coming for Tisha about sleeping with his friends. Yeah. Start putting them coins together for MJ's Michigan State College Fund. Yes, one Letitia just online talking about trying to get some scholarships and grants for her son. And she got her eyes set on a Chanel purse that she probably finna go spend that little settlement money, if they even got a little settlement money. And we all know Carlos ain't paying them no Chanel money. They probably had to work 3-4 seasons to get some Chanel money out of Carlos. Hello, SY. How are you? I need 100 people to hit the like button. Thank you. Yes, y'all, please hit the like button. Hit the like button. Show my channel some love. We actually hit over 500K total channel views. So I do want to thank y'all for watching my videos and supporting the channel. Y'all know it's been a lot going on YouTube. Drama, and other stuff as well. So yeah, y'all, that was really all I had to chat with y'all about. I wanted to hop on real quick and just talk about them signing that waiver, releasing the lien from Zen Gardens. We will probably never find out exactly how the case ended, but in my opinion, I don't think the Scots walked away with a win. Tay says, hey, T from TV in chat. Hey, Tay, thanks so much for joining the live. We over here discussing the Scots. Letitia talking about a Chanel, while her kitchen wall is missing a whole puzzle piece. Dusty talking about she deserves a Chanel when she owe her ex almost 20 bands. Yes, but I thought she was supposed to be a millionaire. Why does her son need scholarships? Your guess is as big as your guess is as good as mine. Now, I know we don't like to turn down nothing free, but a lot of those grants and financial aid and stuff depend on your parents' income, right? Well, I know financial aid does. But I also want to know, why did they wait? Isn't this his senior year? So why would they even wait to his senior year to start inquiring about stuff like that? I don't know. That seems kind of late to the party. Senior year, he kind of should already know where he going, have everything lined up, especially when your parents are millionaires. Come on now. Y'all don't have to wait around for nothing or nobody. If you're millionaires, I would think your kids have some good trust, or at least some good, well sized accounts set up to send them off to school. I see the scholarships, but those grants are for the less fortunate, which I believe they are. Yeah, I believe those grants and stuff like the financial aid and all that stuff is based off your parents' income and stuff. Cause she is lying. You talk about Tisha. Did they get the 800K? Self love, y'all. I don't know if you just joined us. I don't believe they got the 800K. So just to go over that a little bit for the ones that are just coming in, we went over the fact that the case was dismissed. Um, Last month the case was dismissed, and then we learned through Miss Hannah Grace, I believe she was the first one to break this news, that the cash bond that the 800K was being held in was released to Zen Gardens when the case was dismissed. And then today we were here to talk about the Scotts who own Scholt. They signed the waiver of the lien, which was the 800K. And they state here in the second paragraph, it says Scholt has been paid in full for all amounts due for materials furnished and for work and or services performed on the above project, and does hereby waives and release and surrender any and all lien or claims of right for the lien for labor, services, and materials. So I don't think they got the 800K, in my opinion. I don't think they did. Um, because, and I'm just coming from a place, they filed the lawsuit asking for that 800K, and Zen Garden said, no, y'all do not deserve that 800K, and we're going to fight this. And they have been fighting it for 2 years. So I don't think they got the 800K. Maybe they got something, but I don't believe that it was that 800K. And they possibly could have walked away with just Zen Garden saying, okay, no, we'll dismiss our 500. We'll dismiss our $5 million case. You guys can keep Black and so on. Oh, and that's another thing I'm asking. So how does that work, you guys? Because this was the case that Marsau filed, and then Zen Gardens filed a countersuit. So since this initial case has been dismissed, what about the countersuit? I think we probably have to wait on those documents, because maybe it is some more information out there, because we have to see what's going on with the countersuit. Well, it takes a liar to know one, Tisha and Destiny. Yeah. They trying to act like they two peas in a pod. If Scholt released the lien, that means they probably settled for a lower amount. Yeah, I believe so. Because I don't think Scholt was in a position to be the one actually leading the mediation. I think Zen Gardens, out of the two, had the best case. And in my opinion, Zen Gardens had the best chance of winning their lawsuit. I don't think the Scotts were prepared for that. So I think they probably took a significant lower amount. I don't think that they could do much bargaining. They had put Marsau down for fraud. He didn't complete the project, from what Zen Garden said in their documents. It's plenty of videos, you guys. I did a couple on the case, but it's plenty of in-depth videos of the Zen Gardens case. So if you haven't already, y'all can go catch that on other content creators channels, where you could actually hear what was going on, the evidence, the exhibits, and what Zen Gardens had to say. And I believe they were in the better position to win. So if they did give the Scots anything, I don't think it was nowhere near that 800K. Trust me, they didn't get the 800K. Zen Gardens probably agreed to drop their countersuit, which I believe, because they had black on the line. The Scots used Black Cigar Lounge for collateral. So if they were going to lose to Zen Gardens, they were going to lose more than that 5 million. They were going to lose one of their businesses, allegedly. He's a senior. Yeah, if you're talking about the Scots' son, I believe their oldest son is a senior. I believe that's what Letitia said. They put up 800K and everything was released because they paid for everything. Yeah, I'm not sure, guys, when it comes to that. I just know, I believe the 800K originally belonged to Zen. They had to put it in a cash bond because the Scots filed the lien. Now that they agreed and went to mediation and they got that case dismissed, they settled. The Scots are claiming they were made whole. They said they were paid in full for the materials. And that's another thing. Whatever they got, whatever the settlement amount was, they had to pay for materials and stuff that they bought, because that was the whole thing they were saying, that they had to pay for materials. They also had subcontractors because, as we can see, Marsau he not too good with certain things. He doesn't know how to do everything. So he had to hire other subcontractors that I'm sure he had to pay as well. I'm sure Scholt has many liens, and when construction companies have liens, it's difficult to get a new contract because banks want to prove them as contractors. That's something to think about. I definitely think that if the Scots changed their name, which some people are reporting they did, that's the reason why. Because Zen Gardens wasn't the only people coming for the Scots. That's why they borrowed that money from the bank. They've been borrowing money from the bank back to back. I think they did like 2 or 3 mortgage loans this year. And they taking out all these loans for their home. Why does their home still look like that? Why do they still have that big old hole above their stove? Like, they've been working on that house for years now, and it's not even that big. So I don't know what the Scots over there doing. They over there in the DR. Well, they was over there in the DR turning up. And now Tisha talking about she want a Chanel bag. Like, they focused on the wrong thing. They are focused on the wrong thing, y'all. Priorities all messed up. Okay, that's the comment we read already. Because they are cheap. Yeah. Yeah. That's why I can't wait tomorrow. So y'all already know he gonna hop on Instagram, and because they already said somebody told them about what's been going on social media regarding their case, but ain't nobody told them nothing. They be watching these videos they sell. Who they think they fooling talking about somebody told them? Y'all be watching YouTube. Y'all be on these videos. Y'all be in these comments. Y'all be making pages. They be trying to check for themselves what word on the curb is. So ain't nobody told y'all nothing. Y'all be keeping up. And yes, we've been following this case. And I think that was another motivation for them to try to settle this in mediation, because they didn't want that loss to be discussed all over YouTube. She talking about that knockoff. Destiny gonna put her on the DH gate, allegedly. He gonna act like they won their case. Yes, y'all know how Marsau is. He gonna big it up. He's gonna insinuate that they walked away with the win, like he tried to do in that pool. And he's not gonna let Letitia talk about it because he know people can catch her in a lie quick. But see, Marsau likes to think of himself as a wordsmith. So he likes to insinuate things and leave things up in the air and let you guess on what he's saying. So, but he don't want Tisha talking about it. Of course, they're gonna be bragging, yeah. And in my opinion, they don't have anything to brag about. Because I definitely don't think Zen Garden folded and gave them anything they were asking for. I definitely think that Zen Garden knew that they had the upper hand and they were in a better position. And yeah, they probably was like, okay, yeah, we'll settle. But I'm sure Scholt had to take some L's and had to admit that, okay, yeah, we fucked up. He can fool Letitia with that mess. We know if it was dismissed, it wasn't favorable on his end because he brought up the case. Yeah, I don't think it was favorable, especially not to the tune that they wanted. They probably gave him just enough money to cover invoices that he maybe had. And that's in my opinion. You know, he said he had paid for materials and things of that nature. So they probably gave him just enough money to cover for any materials he purchased, but I don't think they gave him anything because they stated that he fucked shit up. They had to tear stuff down and rebuild it because he was building stuff too short. They messed up the people equipment that they were renting for this job. I did a video on that too. Y'all go if y'all haven't checked it out on my channel. Go look at it because I did a video where the company that they rented the equipment for this Zen Gardens job, they messed their equipment up and they was trying not to pay them people. I think they said they ran one of their machines into like a manhole or something. Child, it was a lot. Marsau fucked up a lot of shit allegedly. What happened to the house that they were building? Your guess is as good as mine. It looked like they gave up on the house. Oh, okay. Hold on though. Y'all remember what Winter said. If y'all haven't checked out Winter's live in regards to what's been going on with Love and Marriage Huntsville, go check it out because she tells some of the inside stuff that goes on. So Winter even admitted that sometimes the show will ask you to start something or do something for the show, but then they'll end up like not following through with it. So I wonder if that house that the Scotts were supposed to be building for themselves, if that was something production mentioned to them, you know, to give them a little storyline as well. Because that was I was thinking that. Because if production asked them like, okay, y'all ain't got nothing else going, act like y'all finna build y'all dream home. Because they was dragging that out for too long. And then now we see that all they did was really throw some wallpaper and some little fixtures on the house that they were already in. They put that little wallpaper up. They left that hole exposed, and it looked like they added some little gold accent fixtures to their cabinets and act like they did a complete remodel of their home. But in my opinion, they didn't. I think they lost in Zen Gardens, and they can't go back to sue for that amount. Yeah, it's dismissed with prejudice, so they cannot refile the case. Plus, they had to pay out to and oh yes, I remember y'all saying someone had allegedly got injured on the job and they didn't have enough insurance or something to even cover that. So it was a lot going on with even this job that I feel like Zen Gardens could have brought in to pump up their case. Like the people they were renting the equipment from, they were fucking up their equipment. They weren't paying their invoices. People was getting hurt. He underquoted what the type of insurance he actually needed for his workers. It was a lot. So yeah, Marsau definitely ain't walk away with what he thought he was. And that lawyer, he was probably tired of paying that lawyer too. Not Scott Manor, the site he was going live at a couple months ago. Oh, okay. I don't know what happened to that build either. Marsau goes live at so many construction sites that he claims to be his, but then you go on their website and they got the same projects on their websites. None of those projects that he's claiming to do on Instagram make it to their website. So that kind of tells me something different. No, someone got hurt on that pavement at the apartment complex in a Susan Gardens. Oh, okay. I thought somebody got hurt that was working for the Scotts. You're saying a civilian got hurt and they sued Zen Gardens, and then Zen Gardens had to pay that person. Damn. So they got Zen Gardens sued? Oh yeah. I know they definitely didn't get them nothing. They like, we had to, y'all business, y'all fucked some shit up so bad somebody got hurt. Oh yeah, no. The Scots, I don't think they got nothing, y'all. They probably got enough money to pay them invoices and to pay for the materials. That's probably what Zen agreed to do for them. Was like, okay, show us y'all invoices that y'all bought material and you ain't been reimbursed for it, and we'll probably reimburse you for that. And they probably let them keep black. Because that's what I'm most interested in, for real, for real. What happened with that? With that collateral they put up. So, y'all, that's pretty much all I have for y'all. I got to hop off. Thank y'all so much for joining the live. Please hit the like button. I'll see y'all in the next video.